Welcome to this presentation on how to write the HR dissertation methodology. You can visit our website by clicking on link provided in comment sections or chat with us on WhatsApp on clicking link to get best expert help. You will find how to write this question in this video. Kindly subscribe us to and message us on. This slide introduces the purpose of a methodology in an HR dissertation. The methodology chapter outlines the tools, strategies, and procedures used for data collection and analysis. It's critical to distinguish between qualitative methods, which explore meanings, experiences, and social phenomena, and quantitative methods, which deal with numerical analysis and patterns. Your methodology must align with your research question. For example, if you're studying employee engagement levels, a quantitative approach with surveys may be appropriate. However, to explore how employees perceive HR practices, qualitative interviews may be more suitable. Clearly explaining your chosen method demonstrates to your examiners that your work is credible, well-reasoned, and replicable. This chapter not only supports the academic rigor of your dissertation, but also enhances transparency, allowing others to evaluate the validity of your conclusions. When choosing a qualitative approach, start with selecting a design that fits your HR research question. Case studies are useful for in-depth exploration of HR policies in one organization. Interviews and focus groups work well for gathering perceptions and experiences. Next, determine your sampling method. Purposive sampling is commonly used to select participants who meet specific criteria. Clearly explain how participants are selected and why they are appropriate. Outline your data collection tools, such as semi-structured interviews, and detail how you'll conduct them, including ethical considerations like informed consent. Finally, describe your method of data analysis, usually thematic or content analysis in HR studies. Mention how you identify patterns and themes, and ensure transparency by describing coding and categorization. Your methodology should show how your research is grounded, reliable, and ethically conducted. It should offer a clear roadmap others can follow. In a quantitative HR dissertation, begin by selecting a research design like surveys or experiments, depending on the question. Clearly define your dependent and independent variables, for example, employee satisfaction, DV, influenced by leadership style, IV. State your hypotheses and ensure they're testable. Describe the instruments used to collect data, such as standardized questionnaires or Likert scales. Sampling should be statistically sound. Use random or stratified methods and justify the sample size with reference to population and confidence levels. Next, outline your data analysis plan. This could involve descriptive statistics, means, frequencies, or inferential methods like regression or t-tests. Use statistical software like SPSS or Excel and explain how it supports accurate analysis. Your methodology must show that the process is scientific, replicable, and objective. This is key for ensuring your HR findings can inform evidence-based practice. A mixed methods approach is useful when you need both breadth and depth in your HR research. For example, you might first survey employees quantitatively and then interview a few to gain qualitative insights. Explain whether your design is concurrent, collect both types of data together, or sequential. One follows the other. Ethical considerations are vital. You must describe how you'll protect participants' confidentiality and store data securely. Also, explain your process for obtaining informed consent, outlining participants' rights to withdraw or ask questions. If your institution requires it, mention your ethics board approval. This demonstrates academic integrity. A strong methodology balances rigor with ethics and shows that you've considered both validity and human factors. Whether qualitative, quantitative, or mixed, transparency and ethical compliance must be central to your design. When finalizing your HR dissertation methodology, make sure your method clearly aligns with your research aims. If your question seeks opinions or behaviors, qualitative methods are best. If it tests hypotheses or measures impact, go for quantitative. Avoid general statements like, "I used interviews" without detailing how, with whom, or why. Instead, Explain your approach and back it up with citations from methodology literature. This justifies your choices and adds academic depth. Also, avoid switching between methods without explanation. Maintain logical flow and coherence throughout. Finally, proofread your methodology to ensure clarity. It should read like a guide others can follow to repeat your study. By avoiding common pitfalls and demonstrating methodological rigor, your work gains credibility and meets academic expectations. Remember, your methodology is not just a checklist, but a structured, reasoned plan that shows you understand how research in HR should be done.